and brags and all that. And then there's okay, so I've got the dishwasher going, but I just did some baked potatoes. You just scrub them really good and poke holes in them and microwave it for like 5 to 8 minutes, depends on how big they are, and then just make sure that they're tender. Very hot plate for sure. This is my dindian. I just cooked 3 of the salmon fillets, the wild caught frozen pink salmon. I just defrost it in the refrigerator in some water. Like I literally just put the plastic in a bowl of water. And it was 12 minutes, 30 seconds for 3 fillets, and they're perfect. And I did Cajun seasoning. That's leftover white rice from Chinese takeout that we had, and I added sriracha, toasted sesame seed oil, spicy peanuts, green onion, and then this is just some steamed kale, like in the steam bag, but I took it out of the steam bag and put it in one of these. And that's cooked ground turkey with like Mexican spices for later. This is the rest of my broccoli sprouts. I'm growing some more. You just get one of these little jars with the holes. It's really easy. I have on my other videos how to do that. And then I put sauerkraut, and the rest of it's in here. By the way, most people should know this, but in case you don't, when the can says refrigerate after opening, it does not mean put the can in the refrigerator. That is like really bad. You can get botulism. Don't do that. You want to put it in another container. And then here I have the rest of the salmon. It was just Cajun seasoning, really yummy. If you put it on foil, like on a foil lined baking sheet, the skin will stick to the foil and it will come off easier, so that it's not so hard to get the skin off. I do not like the skin at all. And then I'm just having like a lime water with lime juice in here. And I had Diet Dr. Pepper. By the way, this was so good. It was on sale. Surprisingly, really good. Yeah. And I just did sugar-free salted caramel and ice and a little bit of creamer. It was amazing today because it's like 92 degrees today in the south. So I did not want super hot anything. And this is already cold, but I don't even care. I'm gonna eat it anyways. And it's super healthy. So that is that. I'll show you another idea for like meal prep and food and healthy options after this. Okay, so here's another quick meal idea and another reason that I food prep. So I had some cooked salmon that literally took 12 minutes in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and it just has Cajun seasoning and lime juice on it. If your wild caught frozen salmon smells rotten, you need to take it back. It should not smell fishy or rotten. I just take it out of the plastic, rinse it a little bit, put it on a foil lined baking sheet, spray it, put it on there, and do the lime and seasonings of my choice, and then the skin comes right off onto the foil. So anyways, it shouldn't smell or taste fishy. So here's the green beans that I got. They're not so fine. They're called fine, but this is not fine. So, but it's okay. I put Bragg's liquid aminos on there and sesame seeds. I've got in here 2 corn tortillas, the yellow corn. I made some quick coleslaw with just the tricolor bag coleslaw and some mayo, tiny bit of Splenda. Bless you, me. That's my cat. Celery salt, and white balsamic vinegar. Super easy and delicious. And then I'll just have Valentina on top. I'm making fish tacos. So all I had to do was whip that up, warm that up. I'm gonna dip these in sriracha, so I have a veggie. I like to have a veggie at every meal or more, so that's why I'm doing that. I'm gonna dip it like French fries. Also, I got these from my mother-in-law. He's so sweet. They're really yummy ciabatta rolls, which is hard to find when you're gluten-free, but they're so delicious. But we're gonna do that maybe with burgers or something, or my husband may do a salmon sandwich. We'll see. Also, I'm gonna have my favorite little treat for lunch. So that's another reason why I food prep and have things ready to go, so I can whip up lunch or dinner really quickly. And I will show you another idea after this. Okay, here is a little snackety idea. So I'm still a little hungry from my 2 fish tacos. So I wanted a little more protein. I have a baby slider that's a turkey burger with like 1/4 of a slice of Gouda. And I just have 2 little tomato slices with salt and pepper, 2 little pickles. I didn't feel like messing with lettuce this time to do like a fake bun or whatever. And I have these corn chips. A serving is like 9 of them. which I don't care. The only thing I'm watching is saturated fat, and I'm trying to get in more veggies at every meal. So I've also got 2 tablespoons of Cantina style salsa. So that is a little snackety idea, and I will show you another idea after this. Also, this is how I prep rice. It's 5-minute jasmine rice. It's literally perfect if you do it just like it says on the back of the box. I'm gonna add a paprika and salt. So that's just so that if I want to, I can do Mexican spices, or I could do Bragg's liquid aminos and sesame seeds. I could also do guac, or I could do teriyaki, just whatever. So it's so that it's kind of basic, and then you can add to it later. Okay, here's another perfect example of why I food prep or ingredient prep. I did baked potatoes in the microwave. You just scrub them, wash them, poke some holes in them, and just takes like 5 minutes. And then I took the peel off because I don't like the taste or texture of the peel, but it is better if you have it on. It's got more fiber and stuff. But I added a little bit of butter, some reduced fat Fiesta cheese, some fake bacon bits. These are the fake ones. When you read the back, it says soy and stuff. Salt, pepper, and then that's some cooked chicken I had that I just sauteed in a pan with a bunch of spices that I like. And just make sure you have a thermometer or meat thermometer. That's some barbecue sauce that I felt like happened today. I like this one occasionally. Then some green beans, which I did with Bragg's liquid aminos and sesame seeds. And I like to dip them in sriracha. So this came together in 5 minutes for lunch. It could also be dinner, obviously, but just the boring basics. Like, yes, I'll take a loaded baked potato with barbecue chicken and some veggies. Like, that's so much easier than going out to eat and waiting, and it's not cooked right, and it's like $30. It's just ridiculous. So that's another good example of why meal prepping or food prepping is good, and this is a simple, basic, healthy meal. And I'll show you another idea after this. Okay, so here's another final example of why I food prep. So this is just some broccoli sprouts and sauerkraut. That's just for gut health and to prevent cancer and stuff. It's got sulforaphane in it. Sulforaphane, you can look it up. And also I had leftover fish and some homemade coleslaw that I made with just white balsamic, celery salt, and what else? Anyways, you can look up recipes. Fish, and this is a gluten-free bun, and then I did a tostada bar, so we can just kind of make our own thing. You just do this, then this is cannellini beans with fajita, red enchilada sauce, blend it up. So you do that, then the meat, then some more sauce if you want, and then the cheese, and you microwave it, and then you can put on some tomatoes or whatever toppings. It's delicious. That's my din din, and that's another example of a quick and easy din din idea. So wherever you are, I hope you have a great day or night.